There we go. We should be going now. Oh no! Wait, no. It's live in 8 hours. Nope. No, it's doing it now. There we go. I was a little concerned there.
I was gonna say I don't think I'll be here in 8 hours.
Well, I plan to be. So I will throw the link there for people who want it. There you go. Work. All right. So let's get you on the Galloping Down map. I think that's the first. Ooh, Galloping Down.
Galloping Down.
I've got all those things. I don't. Oh no, your icons are on here. Excellent. So you are entering in from the north side. From a distance, you can see that this appears to be quite a well built up town as you approach. There are no walls defending it, and the area around it does seem to be like fields and farmland and that sort of thing.
Wait, they don't even have a wall.
One of the big prominent things is obviously the fact that it's on more of a high up sort of ridge type thing, and then there's quite a steep slope off to where the city is. Clearly, obviously, the reason why they started here and built a dam across. There's a big gorge for it to be built in. But the time of the day was just after midday. Well, you had your meeting, and I think you then headed straight here, if I recall. So, what or where are you guys planning to go?
Let's see.
I'll stick with Alexandrite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just
milky.
thinking we could go to the mayor's office or the whatchamacallit, the temple first.
You going to the temple or you going to the town hall?
That's what I'm debating on. If I should just, if the going to the town hall will give us
Well,
the
we
more
can do
direct.
both.
Go to the town hall first.
Yeah.
All right.
And go to the temple after.
Yes. Well, temples.
Nothing wrong with the temple.
There are multiple temples in this city.
So, one of the big things you notice as you start walking through this town, it tends to be, it's definitely more lively, more bustling, and it's almost, you get the sense that almost every part of the town is active. Unlike when you're in the city, where you could easily just turn off a path and it was dead. No one was there. It was quiet, and you could find almost like silent areas. The feeling of this, it is quite lively. There's plenty of people who live here. So you see the big contrast between the two.
I don't know why, but I got like that Bonjour song from Beauty and the Beast stuck in my head. Like when you mentioned.
Bonjour, 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 bonjour. Where's the baker?
Where's what, sorry?
The baker. With his tray like always. He's got bread and rolls to sell.
I'm glad Fool Guy knows what I was talking about.
Oh, you know about? My brain is going to work. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, right, yeah. When they were going through the town and singing, yeah.
Yeah.
Not with you. There are market stalls and stuff like that as you get towards the centre. There is a market where it's labelled North Market. Oh, thank you. And and you are able to see quite a lot of the sort of major features around. The heading towards the town hall. It's quite a fairly large, impressive building. There is a guard nearby, but he's not stopping anyone going in or interrupting anyone. And there are individuals coming in and out, and heading in. You lot walking in. It's very obvious there's a sort of a reception area. There is some people there waiting, but there are also those that seem to be moving around.
So yeah, I'll head up to the receptionist.
All right.
Okay. By the way, there's no name for this building.
Oh, right. I will change that. There we go.
There.
She will look up at you as you enter in and give you a smile. How can I help you?
Hello, I'm Alexandra Beacon, and I wish to speak to the mayor about something urgent.
Do you have an appointment?
I do not, I'm afraid.
Would you like to make an appointment?
Yes, I would like to make an appointment.
What sort of availability do you have?
Preferably within the next few days.
They get out a ledger and have a look through. How long will you need?
Let's see. Out of character, what's our time frame like for when the army's gonna...
Say half an hour, and when we get our station, we will have any time we need.
The army, you're unsure of how far away it is, given that you do not know its exact location.
What's the soonest time you can book us in?
Well, the soonest she looks through and goes, well, if you only need an hour, then we can do tomorrow at 4 p.m. If you need any longer, then you will have to wait a few days.
I think an hour should be good. Oh,
Nook speaks to Alexandrite. Alexandrite, we're not here to get a lease on a new building. We're here to warn of coming destruction.
I know, but perhaps then our first meeting will allow us to actually get more.
I mean, if
the
she
urgency of
wants
the matter,
away.
we could probably get to see her sooner.
Well, we're heading towards the temple after this. I just wanted to get the formalities of what our plans are out of the way.
We also want to avoid creating a huge fucking panic.
Exactly.
Although... we could, like, make our words a little more vague as we explain the situation.
I was planning on just giving the letter and telling them we're taking the temple. Or the, not Templars, the Paladins.
Yes, we're taking the temple for our own.
Do we have a copy of the letter warning about the army?
We have multiples.
Yeah, you got a few. There's one. Basically, it's in a sealed envelope with the Villager Town stamp on it. Basically.
All right. So we should bring that to your brothers instead of giving it to the mayor.
You do. You have one which is directly directed towards the city. You also have a few which are not directed to any individual. So you could, if you come across anything, they gave you plenty. You've got one for each sort of major settlement which you were planning to visit, and you have 2 spares just in case you find a reason to need any.
Oh, well, perfect. All right. Who has the letters?
I believe I do.
All right. Well, let's leave the letter with the mayor, and then go talk to your brothers.
Yeah. I guess I will give the letter to the receptionist. If you can make sure he gets this, and if you can send a message to the Temple of the Sun Queen, that'll be nice.
Sorry, say that again?
Oh, I'll give the one of the letters to the receptionist and say if you can make sure he gets this, and if you need to contact us, we will be at the Temple of the Sun Queen, most likely.
You know, we could also talk to the Blaze Paladin as well.
I see. Yeah, I can pass it along. And you at the maybe what you do? You at the Sun Queen's Temple, and your name?
Alexandrite Beacon.
All right. Well, I will pass it on.
And with that, I'll walk out and tell Lightning, yes, I am planning on going to see the Blaze. As much as I would hate it, I am planning on going there as well.
Why would you hate it?
There's a bit of a rivalry between the south side of the city and the north side.
Of course.
I have seen this before somewhere.
There is no war in Passing Sea.
It's not that bad.
No, I know, but still.
It's more like sharks and jets. Alright, I'll head to the Temple of the Sun Queen.
I will follow.
You have what? You delivered 1 letter.
Mm-hmm.
There's XP.
No, you will get no XP.
Hey, do any of you guys have restoration? I've had this negative level for a while now.
I don't believe it's been a week yet.
Wait, for what?
I said I don't think it's been a week yet.
Dag nab. Wait, I can only remove a negative level once a week.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Dying is bad for you.
But it feels like it's been a few months now.
Anyway, off to the temple we shall go.
Oh, I've been muted this whole freaking time. Of course I have.
Oof.
Jeez.
You need to stop doing that.
There's
always
the hotkeys for shortcuts is often Control Shift, and so that's why I keep doing that to myself.
You should
So
always
angry.
check.
Alright. Milk Thistle, you look like you've been trying to say something.
I was saying out of character, I believe I can restore your negative level next level at level 7.
Oh, perfect.
Need material components.
Yeah, you need.
Do I have to
the
owe you
LP.
anything?
Continue on the journey.
Yeah.
You're my
Alright.
ally. I'm not going to charge you for that.
Costs is 1,000 to cast.
That's the components to cast.
Yeah.
But we are coming to a competent temple, so I'm sure there's someone here. If we could pay for the cost, would be able to do it for you.
But I also can't remove it because it hasn't been a week yet.
All right.
I'm pretty sure we're like 6 days since the last time, which is annoying.
Right, entering the temple, Alexandrite, you actually are fairly familiar with this temple, and it's very little has changed in your absence as you walk up the steps. I'm just trying to open your info thing so I can get people's names right. I need to make sure I've got the right one. No, which one was I looking for? Was it this one? No, it must be this one.
Are we about to change maps?
Nope, I was just reading some info because I need to remember a particular who you would come across first. I'm just.
Blade Master and Lightsword were the ones in my little introduction.
Yes, but they are doing things. It's the rest of your, but the rest of your family, in a sense.
Mhm.
The first individual you guys will come across looks to be an old earth pony who seems to be mostly skin and bones. But you get the sense that there is a lot of experience behind the eyes that he has behind them. As you guys walk in, you see a smile across his face. And as he calls out in a bit of a sort of old, sort of grizzled voice, Alexandrite, I did not expect you back so soon.
Greetings, Commander White Cloak. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Well, I hope you've at least learned plenty since we last seen you.
Yes, I have.
Well, what brings you back this way so soon?
I'm afraid that it's trouble that brings me back. I say as I hand him one of the letters that...
He takes it. What's this? He turns it over in, well, he sort of fumbles with it being an earth penny.
War is coming to a village or town, and we have been sent to gather as many armies as we can for aid.
Village town? I thought you were heading towards Caddiston and out that way.
Yes. Well, it's a long story.
Well, did you which one was it? Did you see Blade Master? He went up to Village town as last I recall.
I have not. Last time I saw Blade Master was when we all left.
Well, like I said, he headed north, so perhaps he moved on and you've not crossed paths.
Perhaps.
But war, you say? There will be a limited support that the temple here would be able to provide, but you definitely have a place to stay and the aid of us while you're here. And he obviously notices the rest of you all stood there, and your allies, I assume you're travelling with?
Yes. This is Lightning Streak, Milk Thistle, and Nightshine.
Milk Thistle gives a small smile and a nod of his head.
And this is Whisper Puppet. Hello.
And this is Warwick Puppet.
Oh, are we just friends, Alexandra?
Alexandra has a small flush to his face.
Milk Thistle speaks up. Lightning Streak has been instrumental in gathering this army. Her leadership has been profound and has done a great job in helping us to gather what we have so far.
Laugh.
Ah, how much have you gathered so far? And what do you know was what's attacking the city?
Yes, Milk, what have we gathered?
We have just recently learned of the news from Jonathan Greaves. Milk Thistle points to the silent, ghostly pony who's with us. This letter shows that the human city that's within our lands was completely overrun. We've sent our spies out through Lightning Streak to find out what their numbers are and where they're located, but they haven't returned yet. But there are enemies within our lands right now, our revenants. We've managed to, at least for the time being, turn away one of his allies. She may potentially join us if we can show her that we gather enough strength.
Well, it sounds like you've made plenty of friends.
Yes, and a number of enemies as well.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I was indicating, but come. I'm sure the others will be happy to see you, and
It's been a bit of an interesting journey.
do you require a place to rest?
Yes, that would be nice.
Is it private?
We'll have a chamber for all of you to share if you wish to remain together.
Well, I'm more meaning, is there a... a bedroom for... quarters for just Alexandrites and myself?
Well, there will be a room for Alexandrite does have his own room, yes.
Oh, goody.
Anyway,
But he gives you a long look. But that room is just for Alexandrite.
Oh, I won't take up much space.
anyway, Alexandrite says like his
You see Lightning has a shit-eating grin on her face.
you know the actual Alexandrite stone is like half green, half like red and such.
Hmm.
His entire face has just gone red. So
Come.
Oh,
let's,
I'm going to enjoy this.
Which one was it? Ravenwing? It wasn't Raven. Come, let's go and find Scribe and see. No, was it Scribe? No. Sorry. Let's go and find White Tower and see if they have any additional information they might be able to lend you.
all right.
But I'm sure the others will soon learn of your return.
Mm-hmm.
He will lead you through to one of the back rooms in the temple. You do see some of the other sort of more other clerics that you've not really got to know very well in the time, but you know by sight and possibly know individual names. With when you enter in the back, you go into sort of like a few corridors, and he takes you into what is the library for the temple. It's not the most largest of ones, but it definitely has a number of tomes, places to read in private, and you will be able to see a female unicorn who seems to be sort of busying themselves in amongst the books. White Cloak will call out, going, "White Tower, I seem to have found a stray." She will quickly turn her head around, and you will see that She is extremely beautiful with blue eyes like sapphires. As she turns around and sort of trots elegantly over to you. Paladin Alexandrite, it's good to see you again.
It's good to see you too, White Cloak or White Tower. These are names that I haven't thought about for like a year now.
That's fine. I've got to try and remember who's who. So, have you returned with your deed done, or are you after information?
Well, sadly, my deed has not yet been done, but we are here for other business.
Well, how can I be of assistance?
Out of character, that's a good question.
A scribe is no doubt a wealth of information.
We're looking for information on some of the goings on around here and possible words come to me.
Alexandrite is smitten with the beauty of his friend that he hasn't seen in over a year.
We are.
If anyone else wants to step in and
anyone else want to help here? Like,
No idea.
or I mean, you could let him continue suffering. It's funny, but
All right,
What's wrong,
Milkthistle.
Alexandra? Is everything alright?
Milkthistle steps forward and speaks up. We're in the process of building an army, and Alexandrite needs his brothers and sisters' help. What is the strength of the paladin force here at this temple?
she looks towards White Cloak. Well, well, our two youngest other promising individuals are currently out questing, hoping to earn their the badge of honor, just as Alexandrite here is. As for
They've been gone.
the only other skilled blade master here will be Warden or Warder. I'm more of a I am more of somebody who will looking here in the library, and we have a number of other clerics. So we would not be able to offer masses of aid, more support.
That's fine.
Me?
what
No,
about
no,
the Blaze Temple Paladins?
Well, if you want combat, they would be potentially more suitable, but obviously methods will be different.
Yes, I'm afraid any port in a storm will do.
I don't think.
But I will point out they will know that you've come from here, and will likely make you work for anything that you ask them for.
How exactly?
Sorry, what was that?
Work how exactly?
Well, unsure. You'll have to see what they might insist upon.
Well, whatever it is, I'll go through with it.
Alexandra, maybe I should go.
We should all go.
Well, Alexandra is from here, and he mentioned they have a rivalry. They'll probably do more unreasonable things to him.
We have a common enemy, and common enemies can make unusual allies, but allies nonetheless. We need to go together to show that we have strength in numbers and confidence in each other. I don't exactly belong in this temple either, you know.
Yes, Mr. Nightmare.
Well, any cleric is welcome here, be it that of Blaze or the Nightmare. You're not judged for your for those that you follow.
Thank you. Commander, what support can you offer? We are facing an army in the tens of thousands and possibly more, enslaving and capturing each town as they continue. It's only a matter of time before they reach here, and you will have to fight. We need to not only unify an entire army, we need to unify the land.
That is my...
He gives a bit of a gruff comment. We can offer very little, as we said. You've already been told our fighting force.
You mentioned two. Is 2 warriors all you have? Do you not train others here?
No, those 2 are out.
They are earning their ranks. They are our most promising individuals, but we are a temple. We're a temple, not a barracks. If you want warriors, then that's is the wrong place to come. And those that we do have are considered warriors are out doing their duty.
Well, do you know a good place to find warriors such as them? Other than the occasional mercenary band in a tavern?
Well, the Blaze Temple has already been mentioned. They are likely to offer aid at, but it will be that of Blaze, and that can often have unexpected side effects, be it of how that deity operates. I won't say they're not effective, but likely have unseen side effects.
That's a risk we are willing to take.
Milk Thistle gives an inquisitive look to Alexandrite. I thought you said you trained here. Is this not where they train paladins under your temple?
Yes, but paladins are not normal fighters. We have a strict code, and not many people can handle it.
And not every worshipper becomes a paladin. Some become clerics, others just become priests.
But certainly more than 2. Commander.
We have a few other young ones who are currently training, but any others have already gone out into the world. If you are an individual such as Alexandrite, being cooped up in a temple is not the place you tend to stick around to. Your calling is out helping others.
Do you know where they might be, those 2?
One they headed east, north, and west. He gestures towards Alexandrite. He went east, as I said earlier.
Yes.
Okay, so you don't know.
As I said, is it light? Let me get there. The Blade Master went north, and Light Sword went west.
Okay.
Commander, with the danger coming, I implore you to please double your recruiting efforts. This is a large settlement, and there are smaller settlements nearby. Whether they be young or old, they need to be taught how to carry a sword and how to shoot a bow. Every citizen needs to be trained and needs to be armed. Whether they're a soldier or not, you need to be able to defend the city. And we need as many numbers as you can spare.
Milk. This might be something to take up with the mayor of the town, instead of the Miss Cloak here.
We're not here to force people to come and train as paladins, priests, or fighters. We we take those who wish to learn. If you want mass recruitment, then as your friend speaks, you're better off talking to the mayor of either the north or south side and see if they will force people to train. But I doubt that's taken
Conscription. Milk. Conscription is not how we will unite this land. The people have to be with it as well as us.
I wasn't speaking of conscription, at least not yet. I meant searching for volunteers, recruitment, going out to the people to find out who is hungry to serve your god and be trained in the ways of a paladin. Many don't even realize it is a passion of theirs until it's brought to their attention. How are they to know if it's not even offered to them?
We do go looking for those, or keep our eyes open for those who wish to walk the path of such things. But becoming a paladin isn't something that takes weeks. It takes years of strict dedication. As I said, we have some young individuals who show promise, but they are still training. They are unlikely to be ready for questing for at least another year or two.
Then what support can your temple offer?
That of healing, protection, spells, as much as any other temple can offer.
That's perfect.
Can you send word to your other temples and notify your clerics and your paladins and other warriors who fight for your god that the army is coming? At least get the word out so that people understand the danger that is at our doorstep.
We have limited contact with the surrounding, anything further than the surrounding cities. We are likely to be able to send word to St. Moon's Reach, as that's the next closest settlement which will have any chance of doing anything, but
Then
they tend to operate a little differently. And the settlement to the west is Trotting Water. They're a small one. And then Silver Dream is obviously further afield.
Where is Raven Wings?
Ask your question again.
Where's Raven Wings? Could he not deliver? Yeah, sorry, one of the people I added on my. I had on my.
They are probably preparing for evening ceremony, and as the sun sets, if you wish to see your friend, then once the ceremony has been finished, I'm sure you can catch up.
All right. I was just thinking he's one of the fastest flyers I know, so he would be good for delivering messages. Perhaps finding the others who are out and about.
Milk Thistle takes out a piece of parchment and begins writing. Well, Commander, we have a request. We're scheduled to meet with the mayor tomorrow afternoon. As a sign of unity and importance, would you join us for this meeting?
I am able to attend, yes.
Thank you. Alexandra, was there anything else?
I think that would be it for here. We should probably head to the other temple and the other town hall, see if we can get anything.
We did not have a separate letter for the town hall of the south. I thought this was all one city. I didn't realize it was split in two. Politically, if we do not have another letter for the southern mayor, it could very well anger him.
Well, there is definitely a rivalry too. You can always play against that.
That is one way we can do it. We can also have Scribe write down a copy of the letters.
Milkvissel looks to the scribe. Would you kindly?
Oh, no, Scribe is a luminous dragon.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't mean your scribe friend.
He means White Tower.
Yeah, White Tower is a cleric, Scribe is an actual scribe.
Yeah. He's probably off doing stuff.
Well, why not have the scribe do it? That is her duty, is it not?
Oh,
Well, they Commander goes, I would put the little fellow under too much stress. They tend to, they don't handle it too well. We encourage them as best we can, but I would recommend not for this particular situation.
I was
Right.
also thinking about something. Could I convert to the Sun Queen?
Alexandra blinks like, what?
Milkvissel tilts his head.
If you wish to speak to the Sun Queen, that can be arranged.
Like, just to... It's like, I'm confused. I'm like in a band of my current god, or do I join a god and stuff like that, you know? Or do I just, submit to my god and just,
What my friend is trying to say is they have been following an evil deity for the longest time and want to convert to the Sun Queen, I believe.
I'm in a bit of a, just a confusing state of mind right now.
If you're in a confusion state of mind, I would probably recommend you work out what you want to do personally before you dedicate yourself to something or somebody else. Make sure it's what you truly wish.
I mean, the fact that I've even considered this means that I'm probably going to get probably smited the next chance the god I worship gets.
Well, I would still ensure that you are certain this is a decision you before you make any.
Well, I'm definitely certain I want to not worship Kara anymore.
But I will ask, what is it you are hoping to have from the Sun Queen?
I'll have to think about it.
Then I would recommend that you do not speak to the Sun Queen until you understand what you actually want.
All right. Wait, is it really that just simple to just not worship a god anymore and they can't really touch you?
Yep, if you completely
No, this is
take
in
a god away.
character.
Oh, sorry.
It depends on your connection to your god. If you are a follower such as Alexandrite or myself, then there are likely to be more consequences to your actions. Certain deities might act differently between the two. He gestures towards a Milkvissel. It is likely if your friend Milkvissel here decided to turn the Nightmare, he would have a number of foul creatures hunting him in the, for his actions. But if you
I wasn't really in a... It wasn't really the most serious thing. It's just she gave me like one mission and I messed it up that one time because I mentioned upset things and then she got angry.
perhaps you should talk to your own deity first before you make any decisions.
I feel like if I do, I die.
It is unlikely they will kill you in such a place, in a temple. They have great powers, yes, but they very rarely directly affect the mortal plane. They do have to abide by certain restrictions themselves.
Hmm.
I mean, they could send other things to obviously hurt you, but you're unlikely to be struck down instantly.
I know, it's just I don't want to wake up with bugs attacking me every morning.
I'm sure there'll be bug repellent if you require that.
I think I might just start sleeping in other temples. At least then she kind of hit me. I don't even know if she can hear me right.
Again, that really depends on your connection to your deity. There are those
There's
that
not a big connection from what I know.
then it is unlikely that she will know much of you or your location. It depends on normally how strong connection you are to your deity, or how much interest they have upon you.
Oh.
The more interest, the closer they may have. They may keep their eyes and ears upon you. And if you feel they are watching you closely, then I would strongly recommend you talk to them.
I'll have to do that later. Anyway, should we be heading to the Blaze Temple?
Yes, I think so.
Real quick, what's the name of the city?
Goblin Den.
Galloping
Actually,
Den? Once again, what's the name?
Galloping Dan.
Galloping Dam, thank you.
Yeah. Did I put it at the top of the map? No, I didn't. Unfortunately.
But I was thinking, Night Milk.
Yes.
Maybe you two could, look around town while Alexander and I go to the Blaze Town. Perhaps you might find something in the markets, or maybe you might run into someone important.
With respect, Lightning, I believe it's imperative that we attend the Temple of Blaze as well. As I said, we need to show unification with ourselves if we're to gather other people to our cause.
Hmm.
And if we're going to the Temple of Blaze, we probably should let Milk do the talking.
Oh, I like talking.
The Blaze.
Don't think Alexandra should do it. You know.
If we're expected to do some kind of task to prove our worth or to make it worth their while, I'm more than willing to help.
Let's at least find out what they want to do first, as she goes to walk ahead a little bit.
Milk Thistle is right behind her and to the right, just out of your corner of your vision.
The clerics will obviously stay at the temple and continue to about their duties.
And Milk Thistle finishes up his note and folds it and puts it away.
All right. As you stroll across the market area and reach the dam itself is very large and very impressive. It definitely took a great feat to even construct this thing. And it is actually quite some length, despite how it looks on the map. It's actually bigger than you actually really realised. And clearly magic or some sort of magic went into the construction of this thing. Or, well, at least you can't really think of how else they might have constructed something such large something as large as this with running water nearby.
Milk Thistle's going to roll stonemasonry to determine how strong the dam currently is.
As best you can tell, it's well maintained, and you have a feeling that it would take some great force to even attempt to damage it. But anything could be damaged. You're just not sure how you would go about it.
Are there any sea ponies currently in the river on either side?
On this side, the water level is more higher up, and you can see boats and stuff like that. You're quite sure. No, Pippin, you're wet. Sorry, guys. I've just had to stop my cat trying to jump on top of my computer.
We found a sea pony named Pippin. We don't know where he came from, but we know his name is Pippin, and he is very wet.
He's now part of the party.
Shoop-doo.
All right. You can definitely see ponies. The issue with sea ponies from a distance, they can look quite similar to earth ponies, but there's likelihood of them being here is high. Oh, and on the south side, it drops down quite a distance, but you can see the water running away from the dam.
Is there any kind of martial presence within the water? Are they wearing armor, carrying weapons, etc.?
You see some boats, but you don't see any obvious signs of anything military in the water.
And what about inside the town itself? Is there at least a town guard patrolling?
Yes, you've definitely seen town guards and soldiers or a guard force patrol. I would say they appeared lightly armored, not like full plate or anything like that. More like breastplate or leather in most.
All right.
Are there any ducks nearby?
You would probably have to go further upstream to find ducks.
Night Shine's lonely.
He needs
Once we're clear of the temple, but before we reach the Blaze Temple, Milk Thistle looks to Alexandrite. I must be frank, Alexandrite. I am incredibly disappointed. I expected a much stronger martial presence from your brothers here.
Jeez, Milk. Way to lay it on thick.
I'm not going to exaggerate in any way. This is incredibly disappointing.
Carefully, you might curdle.
If not here, then where are your brothers trained? Does the Sun Queen not promote and, try to bring in more warriors for her?
Steel, you would know this more than I would.
I mean, the Sun Queen herself is more about ponies living their life how they want to and doing the best at that particular life. So it doesn't matter if you're a baker or anything, as long as you try and be a good baker and live your life, then the Sun Queen's happy. Also, given the sheer fact that the Sun Queen is the most heavily followed deity, her making a massive recruitment drive or that sort of thing isn't something that would normally be what she would do, because most people just as a default follow the Sun Queen.
So yeah, I'll explain that to Milk Thistle that the Sun Queen's not the type to amass an army. It's just do your best to follow her, and she's not a war goddess.
I fear that you are the exception then. It seems that many of her followers are far too comfortable and therefore unprepared.
Well, not many people prepare to fight every. I mean, to be honest, I think a lot of people would, prefer if there wasn't a giant army coming around the.
But there's always those who have a sense of adventure, who want to be prepared. And with so many
Not
numbers, I
everyone
expected there to
does.
be more of you.
Some people settle down. Not us, though. You were just trying to fight a fucking army for no reason.
No reason. Not to protect our lands and protect our families. No. No reason.
Not like there's that, big deer in the sky who wants to kill us all. We also have to deal with
Anyway,
these fucking humans.
go inside.
Yes, I agree with Nightshine.
Let's
Yeah,
go
but
inside before we go into a full-blown argument.
Very well.
Lightning walks in.
And Milk Thistle is close behind.
Right. There's a big contrast between the south side temple to the north side. It is fairly heavily militaristic. You go in, there are ponies training, fighting, sparring with each other. So it's definitely a big contrast. And as you enter in, you are greeted, or at least somebody approaches you almost straight away. As the sort of heavily armored pony comes up to you, goes, yes, and what brings you to the Blaze Temple today? Are you seeking punishment for something that you have?
Punishment. Kinky.
We seek to speak to the commander here at this temple.
Yes. Oh, sorry, what was that?
Wait, what was...
We seek to speak to the commander here at this temple.
Ah, well, you're in luck then.
And why
Is
is that?
asking people if they're here for punishment, are you...
We're talking
Well,
over each
are
other too
you?
much.
Shit.
Yeah.
Silent. All right.
Wait, who's
what is the,
talking?
One at a time, people.
Milk Thistle, you go.
we seek to speak to the commander at this temple.
Well, you're in luck. That is me.
Milk Thistle
Oh.
gets a slight bell.
Is asking people for punishment a usual greeting around here? Are we a special case?
Well, you don't look like the normal sort that walk in here. So I assume you're either in here for business or punishment. And I'm happy to do both.
Kinky. But, I think we're here for business.
My name
Yes.
is Milk Thistle. This is Lightning Streak, Alexandrite, and Nightshine. What is your name?
I'm Furry Door.
What is it? Fiery Doggle?
Fiery Dawn.
Fire Dawn. It sounds like you were made for this place. For that name. Blaze. Fiery Dawn.
Yes, your wit is impressive, she says rather bluntly. I assume you didn't come here to for your joke. Now, what is your business before I start punishing that one? Points to lightning.
Oh.
We're here to unify the lands, build an army, and fight off a human invasion. And we need your help to do it.
Do tell me more about this human invasion. Where is it coming from?
When the
Oh,
human lands far to the east, they've already taken one of our cities that was controlled by a very foolish human king by the name of Jonathan Greaves. His failure shows that humans don't belong in command in this area. They number in the tens of thousands, and every single city they take, they grow stronger in numbers.
jeez, what happened to Unity?
Unity of ponies, not of humans.
You're a goat.
Facts.
And what about the griffins and the dragons? Jeez.
The ponies are the most
We
prominent.
don't need.
Obviously, all Fae belong in this land, but not the humans.
We don't need the Griffin aid. We can handle things pretty well by ourselves.
Can you take around 18,000 people by yourselves?
I'm pretty sure with blazes on our hooves, we will give them hell.
Oh my god, you. Okay.
Regardless, we are gathering an army, and we wish the aid of Blaze, its soldier.
I believe you can give him hell if you could open a portal to it.
We have already been made aware of such things approaching, and we have already begun. She gestures towards. I see troops loosely behind her, but it's definitely a makeshift military force at best. But it's definitely a force.
Well, you're definitely more prepared for this than the Sun Queens.
How many numbers do you have?
Sorry, say again?
What are your numbers? How strong are you?
Sadly, this place doesn't call for a large standing force, so our numbers are no more than. This is what I check mine. Ooh. Our numbers are no more than at least 50 decent fighters, and then we've got cannon fodder, obviously.
How many of you are clerics and Milk Thistle Swallows anti-paladins?
Our numbers are suitable, but it could be better.
And I'm assuming there would be a cost for your assistance.
We already planned to go. If you want to pay us, we'll happily take a coin.
Can we pay with something other than coin?
I'm afraid
pay
this
with
is far
nothing.
beyond simply hiring a mercenary band. That's not why we're here. An army in the tens of thousands is marching into our lands, claiming city by city, and it's only a matter of time before they reach you as well. It is in your interest of self-preservation to join with us in uniting the lands and fighting off this army.
I already told you plan to fight. You just offered to pay us to do something we're already planning to do.
So we can count on you to head to Catalyston, or not Catalyston,
Villager Town.
Villager Town then.
We have a task laid before us. We have communicated, or the priests of Blaze from that city have communicated to us. We are aware of the situation. We have our task.
Good. That is actually very good news.
Huh.
It pains me to say, Alexandri, but it appears your rival is far more prepared than your own temple. Perhaps you can change that.
Well, quantity and quality are different things.
Okay, can we not
0.
argue about this? Ladies, kiss already?
Commander
Only after
Fire.
a little bit of whipping.
Go
Wait,
ahead.
what?
She
Yes.
says only after a little bit of whipping.
What for? Huh?
You know, you said ladies. She commented only after a little bit of whip.
Hmm.
I didn't get that. What is she
Goals.
asking for?
She's not asking for anything. She said,
You're
lightning
going
said
really laggy.
ladies, and she commented about only after whipping one of you, basically.
You wish to whip us.
Before she kisses, she wants to whip one of us. That's the joke.
Yeah.
Alright. Which of us is the most whippable?
I believe Nightshine has had several punishments coming his way.
To agree with you.
Every single one of them deserved.
You
Nightshine, would you kindly volunteer?
know.
Show your worth to our group.
Why do you want to watch it?
No.
Submit to the
Leave
punishment of Blaze and show us that you are capable of submitting yourself to us.
Leave Nightshine alone. He's been through enough already.
I don't want to get people submitted to.
Look, I'll take the whipping if no one else will.
No one really needs to take a whipping. It was a joke.
I know.
Commander Fiery Dawn, tomorrow we will be meeting with the mayor of the northern part of town. As soon as we leave here, we're going to go to the southern mayor and invite them to this meeting as well. It has to deal with unifying the land and joining our armies together. It's important that we show unification with each other. Will you join us for the meeting tomorrow?
Oh, you want to put them in a room together? That would be greatly amusing.
So can we count on you?
Would you like to come? I could make popcorn.
I will serve tea.
Just to watch. Just to watch. I would happily participate in that. It should be. It probably will get quite interesting. Maybe there might even be a few punches exchanged.
More important than watching, we will need your input. You're going to play a vital role in protecting this land.
Oh, that's I'm sure.
All right. Milk Thistle bows to Fiery Dawn. Then we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. When do we meet the mayor? At 4 o'clock?
That is correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably also talk to the town hall and are they different mayors or the same mayor?
They are different mayors.
Okay.
Oh.
This is gonna be complicated.
Oh dear. Also, can I ask you, Fiery? Oh, that's a weird first name. Why the hell does this place not have walls?
Neither of the individuals want to put the effort into such a thing. I would definitely recommend it. Makes it more defensible. But it will affect the way it looks.
They care about aesthetics more than keeping their own town, their own city safe. Jesus. Just make the
Plus,
walls look nice.
Not
Also,
every
they
city is
will
a
drag
wall
a load of stone.
Whoa.
She goes, also, they would have to drag a load of stones here, given our location. And we used to have the. We also used to have the Empire to help protect places such as this.
Alright, that thing we're trying to remake, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, we are also on a hill, so we have the high ground. If enemies do come, they have to come uphill.
Well, would you like to assist us in remaking the... Hello?
Oh, sorry, what did you?
Would you like to assist us in remaking the Empire?
empires come, empires go. We will play our part if anything regrows. You will have to prove yourself as a mighty warrior. You will have anyone from Blaze back.
Well,
Oh, it's not the time for that. Just realized
well,
something we should talk about.
I've actually defeated a mighty stone golem, would you believe it or not?
Yeah, about that. I actually wanted to talk about that just now.
Oh.
I just realized a small problem with our plan. We are sending more people to Village Town. Shouldn't we also find a way to have more food there?
There is a bit of a food problem there, and someone's also got a bit of a... That's
We are sending more people there, so the problem is going to increase.
I would assume that the people who we send there would also bring supplies.
Alexandra, you misunderstand. You overestimate sometimes. They might not bring enough.
That is a valid point. An army marches on its stomach.
And what we could do is go pick up those magical boxes with rations that preserve food inside. That would be helpful.
That could work. But here's another issue. Someone's hoarding all the food in Villager Town.
We can take care of that too.
We shall when we get back. Milk, make sure to note that down. You note a lot of scene.
Another problem is I believe the place that that is on the other side of the map right now.
The Thieves Guild are currently there, right?
What?
They might have gotten the boxes already. I could check.
Liney. Really is something.
I'm just saying that the people in the people in Villager Town who I might already says I'll just have to check.
We
Yes.
can address that when we return.
Exactly.
Stop me from loading the place and then you send your people to load it.
Yes.
I want a cut.
So I profit more off of it.
I want 1,000 gold.
Oh, you are just hilarious.
This is not the time or the place for this.
Exactly. Shall we be going?
Let us go speak. All right. Commander, we look forward to seeing you tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock at North Mayor's.
We'll be sure to be there.
And try not to punish anyone on the way, though.
Oh, and just so you know, the commander of the Temple of the Sun Queen will be there as well.
Will he now? Well, this will be amusing, I'm sure. And you're going to make the meeting on the north side. Good luck with that one.
Oh, come on. Can't we just have the meeting on the bridge then if everyone's going to nitpicky about it?
Can the bridge facilitate us?
It is a big bridge.
It's a dam.
Can the dam facilitate us?
Yeah, we can all just set up a table on the middle of the dam and all have a nice sit down.
Yeah, you all could stand on that.
Nice middle ground, since everyone's going to be nitpicky about what part of the compass they like.
All right.
The dam doesn't have any facilities on it, but I mean, you could meet there.
All right. That's a reasonable compromise. We will meet at the dam tomorrow. I'll be
We
sure.
better go inform the North Mayor about that then.
We will. But first, let us speak to the Southern Mayor.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right. Milk Thistle bows his way out of the Temple of Blaze and continues on to the Southern Mayor's town hall.
As you leave, she goes, "May you crush your enemies beneath your hooves."
That
The
sounds a
nice
bit
note.
exaggerated.
Well, she seems like a pleasant person. What do you think, Alexander?
This is why I don't like dealing with Blaze's worshippers.
They were
Maybe
very
I should
welcoming.
go. Maybe
They
I
were
should.
very welcoming to you.
I don't think I actually mentioned at all that I was a paladin of the Sun Queen. So
I'm sure she knew the moment she looked at you. What is the name of the land we're in?
What do you mean?
Like
Technically, it's Everglow.
the nation we're unifying. What's it called?
It was the Pony Empire.
Right, but what is it called?
And that's pretty much its name. The region of land is called Everglow.
Everglade. Thank you. Is it
Glow.
Everglow? Okay.
We get to make a new name.
Well, we could make a new name. Yes,
The
the Empire of Lightning.
Ponylands.
The Empire of Lightning has a nice ring to it.
how about Equestria?
Equestria.
Equestria, the land I love.
But yes, maybe I should start experimenting with whips, Alexander.
Let's move on.
Are you okay? Are you getting a fever? You seem to be quite red.
I'm fine, thank you.
Anyway, let's go see this South. I hate this place. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, who's gonna walk outside of a bloody compass
So,
because a piece of water?
now you're walking through. Now you're walking through the south side. You can. There's a bit of a difference. The north side definitely seemed at least a little bit more upper class as sort of things. And here, yes, the town centre area and everything else looks quite nice, but you get the feeling that things here are not as nice as the north side. They definitely do their best to keep up appearances, but you can definitely catch the odd sort of like down the odd alleyway and that sort of thing where things are probably could be a little bit nicer. But you are able to make it to the town hall relatively easily. But it does appear that, as far as you can tell, things are beginning to sort of wind down for the day. But there are still individuals there, but most people seem to be leaving as far as you can. But there's still the receptionist.
All right. Just make sure it's not the same receptionist.
No, it's definitely a different receptionist.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just used to the joke of like, oh, it's the same person, just like with a fake mustache. Or a fez.
Definitely a different person.
Hello.
As you approach, she goes, "Hello, and how can I help you?"
Would like to we would like to have an emergency meeting with the mayor. I say that with plurals.
All right, and what's the emergency?
War.
War.
Yes.
What war?
The war that is coming to the Everglow. Humans have invaded lands and are coming to Villager Town. Me and my party are. Sorry.
I see.
Yes, we've already talked to We already have a meeting set up with the North Hall Mayor, and they have agreed to meet with us.
Okay. If you wait here a moment, I will see when he will meet you.
All right.
Do they have different time zones?
Alexandra, would you give her one of the unmarked letters?
All right.
You hand her a letter as she's sort of getting up, ready to head into a different room. She goes, okay, thank you, and disappears off through some doors. After about 15 minutes, she goes, he will see you now. If you just head through there, and she points to the double doors behind you, basically.
Okay. I will head through.
As you go in, you will see behind the desk is a rather larger, plump stallion who's definitely looks like he's had plenty to eat. It's a nice sort of office. There's some sort of a dish full of sweets on his desk, and he waves you in. Come in, come in. I hear you were having meetings with the Northsiders. Hopefully they didn't give you too much problem.
Oh, they didn't give us anything.
Yes, they weren't even able to see us. Milk Thistle nods his head. Thank you for agreeing to see us so soon.
Well, if the Northsiders can't understand a problem when there's one, that's
You're breaking up really bad, Stu.
on my internet. So, am I still? Yes, I am. Am I? You guys able to hear me any better?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little better, but you're still breaking up. But it's legible.
Legible, okay. Because well, if the Northsiders can't help you, then that's their loss.
Well, let us get right to the point, Mayor. First, may I have your name?
It's Stoutheart.
Scoutheart?
Stout.
Would you type it out, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Just make sure I'm spelling that right. Yeah. Go here.
Stouthearts are awesome. Mayor Stoutheart, my name is Milk Thistle, Cleric of the Nightmare. This is Nightshine, Alexandrite, our Paladin of the Sun Queen, and Lightning Streak, our devoted leader. What we're attempting to do is facilitate a meeting of unification. We have already spoken with the commander of the Sun Queen Temple and the commander of the Blaze Temple. They've agreed to meet with the Northern Mayor. Originally, we did not know that the southern portion of the town was its own province. So what we will do is return to the North Hall and ask to have a meeting at the bridge tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Would you meet us there?
On the bridge? What bridge? You mean the dam? It's not a bridge, it's a dam.
My apologies.
That's fine, I'll let you off. You're not from around here. But a meeting on the dam, that seems so uncouth. I'm sure we can house everybody here. We've got plenty.
Do you really want to start an argument with the north side in the middle of the
Yes,
side
they
of the
do.
fucking campus everyone like?
This is an important matter, so we figured neutral ground will set everyone at ease.
He says, tapping his hoofs together.
We do not have time for petty rivalries between the north and south side.
Alexandrite, a bit of tact, if you please.
Oh, please, we both know it's childish.
It is not petty. It's they want to. They decided to move in when things fell apart and took advantage of things to ensure that they ended up with most of the coin. We've had to make do with what we've got.
Well, Mayor, as you read in our letter, there is an army on its way, a very large and powerful army. They've already taken over one city, and we have spies on our way to verify their numbers and their location right now. This is the first township we came to, and we were hoping to gain the support of not only the temples, but the people and the army. We need to unify the lands and bring us all under one banner so that we can face this threat head on. Everyone will be stronger for this, including you, Mayor.
He has a think for a moment. He goes, "Well, if you can get those Northsiders to agree on this, then I'm sure we could work something out."
We already got support from the Temple of the Sun Queen.
And the Temple of Blaze.
Well, of course you did. It involves fighting. When won't they be involved?
I have a proposal, Mr. Mayor. What if I prepare a feast for everyone tomorrow? Would you, as a concession, meet with us in the North Town Hall?
Why can't you prepare your feast here?
I certainly could.
Oh my fucking god.
Then
Easy, Lightning, please.
we're more than happy to let you prepare your feast here.
No.
We want to bring everyone together. If not on the dam, then in the fineries of the North Hall. If there is...
He goes, "Are you saying our hall isn't fine enough for you?"
Hang on, Milk, can I handle this?
Certainly.
Look, you're literally just proving our point that this whole argument about which side is better, north or south, and why we want to meet on the middle ground is probably the most best place we could all meet up. That way, no one's going to argue about which part of the fucking... which hall is better, which part of the city is better. No, we want to meet on the dam in the middle, and don't worry, we'll measure it exactly so it's in the middle of the city so no one has to complain about whether we're more on the north or the south side. Can you please stop being childish and realize there's a fucking army coming this way? And it doesn't matter which side of the city is better if everyone is already fucking enslaved by then.
Roll diplomacy?
I would like to assist with that.
I mean, no resistance. You could also choose intimidate if you want.
Oh.
You choose whichever one's better. He sort of shirts up in his chair. Well, if they agree to it, then we will.
All right, if we can get them to all agree to meet at the dam, then that'll be it. What type of forces can you bring to Villager Town if everything goes smoothly?
We can discuss that at the meeting tomorrow. It's best that we simply get them together first.
He will give a nod, and we'll go. Well, I will see you tomorrow then, and we'll see if they will show up.
Good. We'll meet you at the middle of the dam.
All right. That
I
should
sound
be
like
all
anxious
for
and
now.
walks out.
Good day, Mayor. Alexander will fall after light. Yeah. You know, if you keep that up, I might actually agree to this Queen plan myth.
I mean, can't these idiots see that it really is just a childish fucking argument?
I know, but some rivalries dig deep.
Dig deep. If I was a dwarf, I'd make a joke about
That was incredibly bold and ultimately very successful. I'm impressed, Lightning.
Oh, honesty is what hits people hard these days.
Honesty is the best. Fuck, what's the saying? Policy. There we go. I am not doing good with words today.
English, can you even, bro?
Apparently not.
As we walk back to the North Hall, Milk Thistle once again takes out his parchment and begins scratching notes on it.
All right. I guess we should go to the town hall again and change the meeting place to the.
Indeed, and if they have a problem with it, well, let's just have a really nice long talk about it.
All right, so you guys are going back to the meeting hall and trying to change, correct?
Yeah.
All right. At this point, by the time you get back to there, it appears that the place is shutting up. There is somebody there who's basically just locking up the front of the door there.
I will go talk to that person and say, excuse me, is there just one... can we just do a quick change of meeting places for our appointment?
You have to come back tomorrow to change anything, I'm afraid. I'm just the caretaker.
Who is the mayor? What's the mayor's name?
Oh, hang on, I've got to check the north side one.
Would I know that, or has the mayor changed since I was last here?
No, the mayor hasn't changed. You would know that. I had it open. I have closed it because I opened something else. So bear with me. I've got to find it again. And my internet is hating me today. Come on, internet. Give me the name. Oh, here we go. Where are we? Winter Spirit.
Yeah.
Winter Spirit.
Mayor Winter Spirit.
Yeah.
It's important that we speak to her tonight and get confirmation. Do you know where she lives, Alexandrite? Maybe she'll see us at her home.
Is that a knowledge check that I can roll? Do I just know that?
Knowledge local.
Nope.
Oh,
Or,
night.
you're
night
not
shine.
sure
Go ahead.
where
sorry.
she lived, I'm afraid.
I don't know personally, but perhaps Commander Whitecloak will.
Nightshine, do you know where she is?
He does not.
What time of day is it?
You are getting sort of into the later evening, so places are shutting up, and that sort of thing. So about 6:30.
Oh no. Brad, did I send the bakery?
Well, you could probably find some bread at the North Market if there's any place open.
I need bread.
Do we know where the mayor's mansion is?
So far, no one does.
Not even with the 13 knowledge?
Not with 13. If he lived here, he would know, but he doesn't.
Oh,
Ah,
can I make a knowledge vehicle check?
You can attempt it, but it's going to be fairly. You don't live here.
Nope.
No,
hmm.
afraid you don't.
Well, we're heading back to the Sun Temple anyway. We might as well. We could ask Suncloak if they.
All right, let's do that.
To go buy bread.
Is there bread at the temple?
There'll probably be bread at the temple.
Okay, we can go to the temple.
Yes, Alexander. There would be. You're quite certain there would be bread at the temple.
All right, to the temple.
You get to the temple, and you're at the point where they are finishing off their evening ceremony. So it's quite busy in there. There's as you enter in, people are just starting to get up and filter out and that sort of thing. So it's fairly busy.
All right. Alexander, I will. Oh, sorry.
No, in fact, carry on.
Alexander will see if Commander Whitecloak is not too busy. Then he will go see him and tell him about the changes in meeting places and if there's a way we can contact the mayor tonight.
He gives you a frown. Well, there's always ways you can go and talk to people, but it would be most inappropriate to go barging in upon their home.
Let's see. I guess we'll just have to do it in the morning.
Well, Commander, the meeting place has been changed from the North Town Hall to the dam. So we needed to inform the mayor tonight so that way she is prepared for it.
Well, the meeting's not till 4, so if we go in like the morning, then she'll have the entire day to be ready for that.
Possibly. Could we simply ask the scribe to write a note and then have it delivered to her so she could read it this evening?
Would likely be more suited. Do they know of your meeting?
They know of our meeting at the town hall, but the meeting place has been changed. So that's why we wanted to inform her immediately.
Well, we can send over one of our clerics to pass along a message.
Please do.
But
Yes, thank you.
if you just give us the note and we'll get that sorted.
All right. Who has the highest linguistics among us? Nightshine, would you kindly write up a note informing the mayor that we intend to meet at the bridge tomorrow morning, but we can meet with her tomorrow morning personally to make sure that she can facilitate that. There will be a feast prepared for everyone present, including the commanders of the temples as well as the southern mayor.
Do you have pen and paper?
Milk Thistle takes out a clean piece of parchment and his own personal quill.
Ch-ch-ch-ch.
I'm like, you're a wizard, don't you have a pen?
Oh,
How do
that's
you write down things in your book?
Use blood.
That is an outstanding linguistics check.
Surprisingly for a like a swamp dwelling bumpkin, he's got very good handwriting skills and a way of putting words.
It is.
That is some of the fanciest calligraphy I've ever seen.
Aw,
Alexander looks
aw.
at it, it's like, how?
A lot of time alone.
Well, it certainly served you well. Well done, Nightshun.
Yeah, if only you were this articulate in person.
Commander, who is your carrier who will be taking the letter to the mayor?
It will be. I've closed it.
Who's that
it will
swift
be,
friend of yours, Alexandra?
It is. It will be that person. I'm just going to look up their name again.
Oh, is it either Raven Wings or Scribe?
It'll be Raven Wings. They wouldn't probably send Scribe out, things like that. Yeah, it'd be Raven Wings. We'll be sending out Raven Wings to deliver the message. That said, Alexander, I think they'll be quite, now that the evening's mass is over, I'm quite certain that they'll look forward to seeing you.
Yes, I would look forward to seeing my old friend too.
Milk Thistle takes his quill back and begins writing on the same piece of parchment he has been.
Yeah. What are you writing?
Typing it out right now. I'll post it in our chat whenever it's done.
Okay, fair enough.
Milk Thistle is basically taking notes on the goings on and writing it down in Infernal. So if anybody's looking over his shoulder, if you can't read Infernal, you have no idea what he's writing.
Yeah, Alexandra has no idea what you're writing, so. Commander Whitecloak, is the train hall still open?
It would be closed at this time, but if there's anything that you require or anything you wish to do, then you may go and train.
Thank you. I just wish to clear my head a little.
So, Cloak? Can you tell us about the rivalry with the South?
What is it you want to know? Sorry, Nightshine?
About the rivalry with the South.
Rivalry?
That's what I said.
Well, that's been going on for since the city was founded. They've always been, well, rivals with each other.
Why?
I will be honest. It's been going on for that long that That I'm unsure, but I think it sort of dwells upon when it was first founded. One obviously settled on the south side of the river, one on the north. I believe that the two towns kept trying to outdo each other. Not sure on the exact details of what happened, but they attempted to obviously outperform each other, and it just went on from there. I think when the dam was built, it definitely lessened the rivalry between them all. But things have not been as have not been going as well since what's happened with the Empire and what have you, with it not been as unified, and things have just sort of fallen apart from there.
I see.
Out of character. If we divert the dam so it goes around the town, then there would be like no rivalry. There would be one town.
That would flood half of the town.
I mean, it depends on where we divert it to. Like,
This would also. Why don't we just destroy the dam? Then we can just flood the entire town. We don't need this place.
Have you ever seen Frozen 2?
No.
Oh God.
no, I have
Yes.
not.
All right. Well, they had a similar story arc where there was a dam that needed to be destroyed, and it nearly took out Arendelle, which is the capital city of Frozen.
Hmm.
So it's a bad idea. That's my point.
But what if I want to destroy the city? Then it's a good idea, right?
Yeah, if you want to do it, then it's possible.
If I was playing Firecracker right now, then I would be all for blowing up the dam, but
Yeah, all of this is out of character. Milk Thistle would not be in support of this idea.
if it was the last minute, like, oh, the army is coming towards a town, then, like, yeah, maybe blowing up the dam would, like, wipe out the army. Like,
Yeah, a little domestic terrorism never hurt anybody.
Move the people just a little out of the way.
Galloping Dam is its people, not its city.
Not the city, not the buildings, not the homes, not the schools, not the markets. No, it's the people that make up Galloping Dam.
Yeah.
Ah,
Anyways.
So many orphans.
so do you have bread? I asked the guy.
If we do have bread, yes.
Have it.
You can. How much do you want?
How much do you have?
We can give you your allocation of food if you wish.
Will do.
He will give you one loaf of one loaf, which would be enough for a meal.
The spell I want to prepare, I can't yet.
Night China, you all right?
Yeah, I feel great. Why?
You've been acting weirdly.
Because. Do you mean when I was kidnapped?
No, not just that.
Would you like to talk about it?
But not with you. That's why I get in this bread. I gotta talk to the dogs.
What?
He's going to feed the ducks bread.
Why don't I believe him?
What do you think I want to do with this bread?
He's acting weird, right? I'm not going crazy.
I
Bread.
mean, he is, but I'm thinking it's more of he's missing his wife.
I mean, we can send him back.
If you want to follow him, I will not.
No, I can't be asked. I want to spend some time with you.
Well, I want to spend time with you too. Alexander says as he gives a kiss to him.
Oh,
Just want to spend time with ducks.
And their corkscrew penises.
No!
what?
Oh dear.
Milk suddenly gets a worried look across his face.
Is there something wrong, Milk?
I believe I may have made a promise I cannot fulfill.
What
This
promise
is-
is that?
I promised a feast. I can certainly prepare food, but the feast I promised is beyond what I'm capable of. I misspoke. I can have plenty of food prepared, but to have a feast prepared would require someone more powerful than I. Milk Thistle looks to Commander Lightcloak. Do you have a cleric who can prepare a banquet? Would one of them be willing to cast a spell on our behalf?
That was the right idea.
What spell were you thinking of?
Bountiful Banquet.
I'll check to what level that is now.
And I can copy paste it in general.
Oh, that'll make my life easier. It means I'd have to look it up.
There it is.
There we go. Level 4, yeah. They'll be like, that is something that we will be able to sort out for tomorrow.
That would be of tremendous help to all of us. Though I'm not a servant of the Sun Queen, what may I do on behalf of the temple to repay you?
Well, you're a friend of Alexandrite, so no payment is required.
That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. All right.
And that is what the Sun Queen is about.
Well, no, that's having friends in temples.
Well, that helps too, but
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So
pretty much.
we will have the banquet I promised.
Excellent.
Yeah. The spell that's the spell I thought I had, but I don't get that access to that spell until next level. The best I could do is create food and water, which can feed a lot of people, but hang on. Which can feed a lot of people, but it is very bland food.
I thought you were actually going to take time and start cooking stuff.
No. I mean the spell does take time. It's like 10 minutes to cast. But it's actually quite an extravagant display. You get the table laid out, and then all of a sudden stuff just starts appearing out of the Ethereum. It's pretty cool.
Doesn't that give people heroism or something as well?
That is a much higher cleric level spell. That's a level 6 spell.
Okay, I was thinking of.
Okay, so huge wash of relief floods over Milk Thistle's face, and I think that's all. Yeah, I think we can at least Milk Thistle. He can relax for the rest of the night until midnight, and then he'll need to prep his spells for the next day.
Would you like to join me talking with the ducks?
Ducks? I haven't given much fancy to wildlife. I suppose I could join you.
Yay.
You two have fun. I have some catching up with friends to do. But I'm sure Lightning would love to tease me in front of.
Oh, you're not.
I'm gonna try to find ducks.
Well,
Would it be a survival check to find ducks?
pretty much. It won't be too difficult, but you're basically trying to find somewhere where they will be.
All right. Yeah, Milk Thistle is gonna go find some ducks. And Nightshine helps.
Yeah.
He helps by not being in the way.
Do we successfully find our ducks?
You will successfully find up towards the edge of the town, sort of roundabout. There will be like a area where the ducks gather.
Look, there's a whisper-shaped duck.
I'm gonna throw bread at him.
Just throw the entire loaf.
As you start throwing bread in, you will start to obviously, as well as probably some other wildlife, but you are able to get ducks.
I'm gonna just talk to ducks about my feelings. And Mr. Weasel will also get some bread.
I was gonna say, are you gonna try to make a duck of your new familiar?
No. If I would do it, would be a sin seeker.
Milk, I guess you would probably be able to overhear Nightshine confess his feelings.
He would. And Nightshine is very confused about what to do now.
Why do you have such strong feelings for?
What do you mean?
How did you develop this relationship that has you in constant sorrow and throwing bread at ducks while murmuring to yourself?
I'm not in constant sorrow.
That's what someone in constant sorrow would say.
No, it's not. I'm just not sure what to do next. Or how to do it. There is this whole army approaching. There are two gods that I need to defeat. I still need to cure my wife of her curse. My best friend is evil. It's just too much, you know?
Like, who's your best friend that's evil?
Milky!
You're not there. Who?
Milky!
Do you really consider me your best friend?
I don't have many friends right now.
Well, I suppose having one friend would make it a best friend.
Yeah,
I haven't considered friendship very strongly. I've always been focused on duty, doing what is necessary for the nightmare. Things such as friendship and partnerships, they've always been secondary to me.
isn't her your friend?
Is who my friend?
The nightmare.
The nightmare. Oh no. No, I am her vassal, her servant.
But do
She
you
is
like
far
her?
too. I adore her. It is not the same thing as friendship. It is. She fills me with such terrifying adoration.
Scary.
Whenever I think of her, I am filled with petrifying fear, but it is that fear that gives me focus. And when I gain control of that fear, she flows through me. I have a very close connection to her. I can actually feel her within me whenever I call upon her power. But that kind of power is incredibly dangerous if misused. I always have to be mindful of her intent so that I match it. If I were to ever become selfish and use this power for my own ends, I fear that she would cut me off entirely, or even worse.
Hmm.
She watches over me, she guards me, she protects me, but it's only because I serve her. I don't believe you can be friends with someone that you fear so much. Milk Thistle breaks off a piece of bread and throws it to the ducks.
Serve it, you say. I think I know what I should do now.
What should you do?
I will I will fight for love. For love is my power.
And what will the purpose of this love be? What is your intent?
I want the ones that I care for to be well.
That is certainly a noble thing to do.
I will show them how scary love can be.
Milk Thistle pauses at that. How scary love can be.
They will know true love.
And thus rises Darth Lord Nightshine.
Yay!
From this day forward, you shall be known as Darth Vader. Rise.
Darth Knight. Darthshine.
Darth Nightshine. Nice. You know, Nightshine, I hadn't considered love as being terrifying before. But hearing you say that, I certainly love the nightmare. Everything that she has given me and made me who I am today. And I am absolutely terrified of her. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps love is the ultimate thing to fight for.
Aw.
Milk Thistle puts his hoof on his shoulder. Thank you, my friend. You've given me something new to ponder.
And you helped me too. And we will just hug you.
You know, I don't know if this is a good, lesson to learn or a bad one.
It's all about your intent. What do you intend to do with this knowledge?
I will fight.
Milk Thistle will pause for a moment, kind of tense up and be uncomfortable, but he'll give you a hug back.
Yay.
Flashing through his mind are all of the horrible spells he has prepared that require only a touch, but he quickly puts those out of his mind and just hugs you instead.
Aw.
It's just the I could kill you at a single moment hug.
Yeah. And if that fills Nightshine with fear, perhaps he will fight for love even stronger.
Aw.
And Milk Thistle will go back to feeding ducks.
Until midnight.
Oh yeah, you're now you follow the nightmare too now, don't you?
No, not me. I mean,
Uh,
I was thinking.
I thought- Okay, I wasn't sure if you confirmed it or not yet.
Not
Yeah,
just
if
yet.
If Nightshine ever does convert, it'll be a great day for Milk Thistle.
So as they're feeding the ducks, obviously you two are getting to know some of Alexandrite's friends and family as well. Alexandrite, how much are you sharing regards to your relationship and everything else in regards to Lightning?
I think I'll be pretty truthful because I know she's probably going to be more than teasing about it. So yeah, he'll say like, yes, this is my lover, Lightning Street.
Nice to meet you.
Who was it you were saying that about again?
I was saying it about Lightning.
No. Who was it you were saying that to? I should have said.
Whoever's there. I wasn't sure.
Oh, I mean, you would likely be talking to all of them throughout the evening, so you can share it to everybody or just a select few.
I'll share it to everybody because
Okay.
I'm sure things will be passed along.
So you're probably going to get a mixed thing about that. I think most individuals will be fairly okay. A number of them will be surprised. The one who probably gives you the most, it'll be Commander Whitecloak, who seems to be the most disapproving out of everybody. And he will even make the comment of shouldn't you be attending to your duties more than seeing to your pleasures?
Alexander will say, I've been doing both.
And
It's
you're
important to have a good balance.
not worried that's your distraction for you.
I haven't gone the way of his paladin stuff before. I don't really intend.
Well, he'll be talking to Alexandra a week ago, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alexander will say, she knows of my business and I know of hers, and we stay out of each other's way when it comes to that.
I see.
Yes.
He doesn't really say anything more to you, but you get that distinct feeling that he's possibly disappointed.
Yes, and Alexander is kind of that awkward, like, I don't know, this person's like my grandpa, but they're now disappointed in me, so like I don't know what to.
If
Yes,
if you say anything else, you're probably gonna get punched in the face.
So he'll probably just leave it at that for now.
No, that's fine.
He'll go to Lightning and say, were you serious about what you said earlier about converting to the Sun Queen?
I've just been thinking about it, you know?
Yes, I do know your situation with Kara has been less than fortunate.
Mhm.
I'm sure the Sun Queen will welcome you with open arms.
But will the rest of the order?
Sorry, what was that?
But will the rest of the order?
It might take some getting used to, but I think that they will be alright with it.
Mm-hmm. Alright then.
The one thing you will find is you would be given separate rooms, and that would be from the Commander White, who had seen to it that you are sleeping in separate areas.
I'm like, that's probably not going to stop lightning anyway, so.
Oh, she is just gonna, when no one's looking, just make herself look like one of the random.
It will probably be what you're going to go into your room and then you'll come out with somebody else.
No, she's obviously gonna wait till, no one's around the room.
Okay. You will find there is actually somebody on guard in the vicinity.
Is there a window?
Yes.
She'll just go out the window.
You go out the window. You're now outside.
Alright, and then she'll just, no one's around the way?
Outside, no.
Alright, she'll make herself look like one of the random priests around. Actually, she'll just make herself look. Yeah, she'll just make herself look like just a random pony.
And do what?
She'll go back in and ask if there's an Alexandrite beacon here.
Okay, so you would find the temple is actually closed, so you wouldn't be able to go back through the front entrance.
Oh, fuck.
I was going to say, why don't you just fly around and find my window?
Yeah, she'll do that.
Alright, so you're going to be sensible and look for the window.
Yeah.
Sometimes the simplest idea is the best one.
Yeah. I'll roll stealth just in case.
That would be a good option. Yep, you're very stealthy in sneaking into Alexandrite's room. Even that's stealthy. I don't even know if Alexandrite let you into.
Should I roll perception?
You should try, but I don't think you will see anything.
Yes, I just want to see how bad I will roll.
Yeah, definitely didn't see.
And this is where you backstab Alexandrite.
No, she just goes up behind him and just coughs. Ahem.
Are you still pretending to be another pony?
No, she'll shapeshift back at this point.
I guess doors are for boring people.
More like I didn't really want to say inside mine.
Yeah, sorry, you cut out there.
More like I didn't really want to say hi standing to the pub.
Hmm. I'm glad you're here, though. It might be suspicious if someone gets you and you're not in your room.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can just say I decided to go out.
I forget, has Alexandra actually seen your true form yet?
I think once when she died.
Oh yeah, that's right, you did that.
Yeah.
Mind if I ask you something?
Hmm.
Why don't you like your true self?
we get, ostracized a lot and kicked out of business.
That's true, but you don't need to worry about that when you're alone with me.
Still, I've gotten used to being this way.
All right, but I hope you know I love you for who you are, not what you look like.
I know.
I'll be back in a moment.
No, that's fine.
Say, would you actually like to go get some drink?
Sure, I know a few taverns around.
Alright, come on, let's sneak off.
Yes, Alexandrite sneaking off.
Alright, you go
I
out
assume you won't be wearing your armor.
Yeah, that's true. Alexandrite will for once in his life take off his armor.
Lightning has also left her armor behind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Feels more naked than when he's actually naked. He'll bring a sword though, like just in case.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
And they go out to go see the sight.
Do I have to roll a stealth to get it?
Yes, to get out the window without making a lot of noise, you require stealth.
Oh, I was just gonna go out.
Can I still use the 32?
No, you would have to make a new one now.
Okay.
What were you going to do, Alexandrite?
My plan was to actually just go out the door, but if we're going out the window, I will let me just take off my armor for this roll. Yeah, it's like it feels so weird that I'm like an adult and I'm sneaking out the window in my own place. Hey!
Hey! Why do you have a negative? You're not wearing.
And we're back.
And it looks like you're sneaking out
Yes.
to go and be a naughty
Alright.
paladin with your girlfriend.
Look at you acting like an anti-paladin.
Yes, I know. This. What can I say? You bring out the worst in me.
Is that such a bad thing?
No,
Depends who you ask.
not in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit of a stick in the mud when we first met.
And now look at you. Sneaking out of your own paladin order. I don't think the commander likes me all that much.
He's very traditional. So, which I forget which of the two inns is better for just drinking.
Depends what sort of thing you want. Both of them will offer different sorts of drinking and establishments. If you want a bit more less rough and rowdy, you probably want the north side.
I think we were looking for fun, so
Go to the
To the
south.
south.
Do it.
Do
Oh, it
it.
sounds like you're going to the south then.
yeah.
To the south.
All right.
And that way we can't actually run into any of the clerics if they are there. We'll run into the
I guess we're
police.
going to the wenches lounge.
The winches.
All right then. So, you head there and enjoy an evening with Lightning, enjoying drinks and a fun time, being a naughty paladin, and Milk and Knight will have an evening of feeding the ducks.
There you go, Nightshine. This is our vacation.
Yay! Little downtime.
Unless anybody wants to do anything in major over the evening, we will jump ahead unless there's anything you want to discuss in character with each other.
Milk Thistle simply needs to prep his spells, and I'm going through the list right now. I'm going to have a very different list, so I'll have those ready for you by the meeting tomorrow afternoon.
Understood.
I think I am good. What about you, Lightning?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
I haven't lost my paladin powers yet.
I mean, your Paladin and the Sun Queen, one of her things is live your life. Or, sorry, don't forget to live your life. So, doing this, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, some individuals will see things wrong with it, but it's perfectly fine in the Sun Queen side.
Yeah. Sun Queen is fun queen.
She does
I
have
worship the fun queen.
she's the domain trickery with her, so she's got a bit of a fun side.
She's based on Celestia, who has the troll in. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yes, unless anything's major, the only thing I'm going to need is for our two drunks to sneak in, if that's what they're planning to do.
All right. Do we need to roll any things to see how drunk we are, or?
Well, how drunk were you planning to get?
Oh, we plan to have fun, so. Should I make a fort?
It's a convention weekend. That's how drunk they're going to get.
I don't get that drunk, to be honest. But anyway, yeah.
I think Lightning is wasted.
Alexandrite is a paladin, so is okay.
Plus, also the saving throws against poison. So
yeah,
I'm
well,
just
I mean,
gonna sleep here.
yeah, I mean, Lightning's definitely stumbling. You're having to help her. I mean, you've got that good sort of buzz going, but Lightning is probably had one too many.
Maybe we should get a room here. And we can't have any interruptions.
as much as I would like that, I think we should be present tomorrow morning at the temple.
If only one of us is fine.
You're not making sense. I'm gonna bring you back.
Wait, okay.
Alexandrite says as he just lifts Lightning. Now let's see how good I am sneaking back.
Oh dear. Well, that's probably partly down to Lightning causing a lot of noise. You trying to help her get in.
Oh dear.
Busted.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, very much, you very much are going to be caught by one of the guards who are there as both you and Lightning are trying to sneak in.
I got lost on the way to the bath. Can I roll bluff?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So I am putting.
What?
I said you are intoxicated, so you do have some penalties on. The guard that you goes just under
You're cutting out.
find out.
Oh,
Time is slowing down for Steel.
yeah, he's like cutting out like crazy. Oh,
My bane still bad.
You are better now.
yeah.
We can at least understand you.
Okay.
So
The guard just turns on and goes, "Look, just don't let the commander find out, and you'll be. I'll say I won't or anything."
Love you.
Thank you. He
He,
says as
he
he,
gives you an awkward look and then looks to Alexandra.
sorry, he looks at me and
Well, gives you an awkward look because obviously Lightning just went, "Love you" to the guard.
it has been a very trying time. We needed a little break. He is very drunk. Alexander will say, and quickly head back to drop her off at her room.
All right. Well, you drop her off in her drunken state, but she's. But I assume, are you putting Lightning in her own room, or bringing her back to yours?
I forget. Were the guards like outside her room or?
Yeah.
This will be the guard who found you. Would be the one who was walking around. It's normal for there to be a patrol on and stuff. It's normally the younger ones, and it's mainly to get them used to such things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, most of the time it was very boring and nothing happened. The occasion would be, it would be occasionally that a white cloak may do something to surprise you, and so you always had to stay on your hoofs because if he caught you not being aware, then you often got punishment duties because of it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking, would someone go get her, like, if, in the morning?
Based on the commander, you're quite certain that it's likely he would at least come into your room.
Alright, so I will drop her off at her room, because I think that will smooth things over easier if we at least pretend we've been, like, not seeing each other all night. So yeah, I'll drop her off at her room and head to my room.
Okay.
And then the Final Fantasy sleep music plays.
Basically, yeah, at this point.
Yeah.
How long has Milk? How long have you got left before you have to head off?
Simply, let me make sure I'm not muted.
No, you're
Okay,
not.
No, yeah, you're good.
Simply, if I imagine we ran out of bread before it was midnight, so Milk Thistle would have taken a short nap in the late evening, and then at midnight he would have asked someone to wake him up so that way he could do his ceremony. He would have done so outside the temple out of respect, but probably would have drawn quite a bit of attention as he's dancing around and singing on the north side of town. But once his spells were prepared, he would have gone back to the temple to go back to sleep.
Understandable. How much longer you got left before you have to head off? Because I know you only got so long.
26 minutes.
You guys want to stop here then, just before we start the next day, and you guys attempt to prepare the next steps of what your master plan will be.
I think this is actually a good time to stop. Like, this is a very like relaxed like thing, like a good endpoint. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
And I am looking forward to the meeting tomorrow in game. All right. Yeah, Nightshine, that was cool, man. I'm glad our characters got to bond a little bit. That was fun.
Bonding.
And I thought of no less than 3 ways I could instantly kill you, or at least like traumatize you for the rest of your life.
Good.
Friendship is terror.
Yay.
Exactly. And terror is love.
Mm-hmm.
Or love is terrible. One of the two. We'll get it right.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll also have the spell list I want prepared. Do you want me to just DM that to you, or?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Oh, look at you send and steal your spells. I just kind of throw mine on.
Well, you've only got like a handful of spells. I've got 3 levels worth of spells that I need to prepare.
I got
This is
2
gonna
spells
be-
I can cast.
And
Yeah,
this is why we play a spontaneous.
This is a this is like an extreme social situation that I want to go right, so I want to make sure that the spells are good. In fact, I've got a good spell for Alexandra that I'm going to cast on him in the morning.
Oh. And what spell is
Hey, you
that?
got glibness?
You'll have to find out next week.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Well, GG, did y'all have anything for me before I go?
I do not, personally. How about you guys?
Did you say death?
Deb.
Oh, dab.
Dab on him. I dabbed back.
Oh.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Right.
Yes. Alright. Well, I hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
All right. I did.
Good.
Alright. Well, we will stop here then. Mostly a little bit of sort of one around getting stuff set up, but it gets things sorted for next session anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right then, I'm going to stop the stream, and I thank those who joined us with watching, and we will see you guys next week.
Have a good one, everyone.
See ya.